3 months down and the rabbit is still just great. At least for me. I don't know how everybody else is doing with their rabbits. I see, the Discord on the Discord, and I'm in the forums quite a bit as well, whenever I can. I lurk more than anything because I have a lot of work that I do, both in my personal life and for this online, for Angry.roads, which is a lot of editing and that kind of thing. But for me, at least, I've found a very, very comfortable medium with the device. So, first, the things that have dropped off a little bit. I changed jobs because we moved, which meant that my use at work sort of changed. So at the moment, I was recording every meeting and then using the meeting notes to form up, the emails that I would send afterwards and sort of share the information around that I needed to. But right now, where my current work is, at this point in time, there are no meetings that I'm having, so it means that I'm not recording anything. So my work use has dropped a little bit. So really, that has probably changed the amount I use it on a week-to-week basis and day-to-day basis, not for any other reason other than work, I should say. Outside of that, I've still grown to have it as, it's my Google search, so when I'm out and about, it's a lot easier to do it that way. Just talk to the R1, I should say, and let it give me an answer. Showing me pictures on there has been really, really helpful. And on top of that, something that I'm sort of glossing over here, but the beta rabbit has become the full rabbit now. So some of the answers that it gives are so extremely, extremely detailed. So I've found it to be a lot better at understanding me, providing the right answer, and giving me the response that I'm looking for. The camera stuff hasn't really changed. So even though I said after my last video that normally there's an update every 15 minutes after I release a video, but it hasn't really changed. But that's fine because I think it's still where it was, which is a really, really functional Magic Cam, which I still really enjoy the pixel style. I think it's very cute. But also the Magic Cam Freestyle works, as advertised. And then on top of that, and the third layer, I should say, is the, prompting the Magic Cam thing, which is, covering the camera and say, take a picture of this and do X. Those images come out really, really great. And as an image generator, it's quite useful. So I'm really happy with that. Again, on a more personal side, me and my daughter, we still create stories on there all the time, which I found really, really fun and engaging for her. And she still asks me pretty regularly, hey, can we use the rabbit to do whatever? Something that has happened, and I'm still chasing that up, and I don't really understand how I'm going to fix that, if I'm going to be honest. But for Suno, so for the music creation, it seems like on the Suno side of things, having my account linked sort of flagged it with them as a bad login of some kind. And so my account has sort of been locked. That discussion with their team has still been going on, and it's been going on now for almost 3-4 months. So I haven't been able to prompt Suno on the R1 for a bit of time, and I'm actually not sure what I can do about that until they sort of lift that restriction. But even then, how do we stop it from happening again? I don't know. So something to think about, that if you log into an account like that and they sort of shut it down from their end, it sort of means that you can't use it again on the R1, because the logins and the way that the accounts are connected can't really be changed. The secondary part to that is you also can't create a brand new account to use on the R1, because it doesn't like it when you've got an older account or it's just a brand new account. It's actually one of the terms on the bottom that it says you use existing accounts for the R1 connections. So I tried to do it, and it just gives you an error message. It just sort of comes up with a long string of text. It looks like it can't really log in. So maybe there's another way around that, and I'd have to, maybe talk to the R1 tech support and see if they have another way to fix that. But either way, my Suno account doesn't create music. It still exists. All my credits are still there, but it doesn't do anything. And to be clear, there's no terms of service broken in this situation. I just used a different device to log in, but it looks like it looked suspicious to them because I'm in Australia and it was in the US, and I think so. I don't really understand all of it, but really I'm not getting anywhere with their tech support either, so that's not really great. But regardless, that's really my only issue that I've had with it. Outside of that, the R1 works awesome. I really enjoy it. There is something to be said about the discourse, I suppose. Again, I think I spoke about this last time, that on Reddit and the Discord, they tend to be quite negative a lot of the time. There's a lot of supporters, I would say, on the Discord. I'm sorry, I'm pointing there because Discord is up over there. But and Reddit does have supporters as well, people really enjoying certain aspects of it, but there's also a lot of negative Nancys on there that will sort of shit on people when they speak about anything. So sometimes it's better to sort of steer clear. I would say Facebook is the Facebook communities that I'm a part of, at least the ones that I know. They're quite positive, if I'm going to be honest, and they have their negative Nancys, but they're sort of less invasive, I would say, than some of the other platforms. The forums, on the other hand, is essentially where they've tried to steer all of the discussion. So trying to push away from the Discord to have people on the forum. The forum is quite good. I see a lot of cool posts on there. I still also see a lot of posts on there that are people complaining about this, that, or the other. I still will never understand why people thought that purchasing this extremely reasonably priced device was going to change their lives for the better. I don't really understand that viewpoint. I think it's a gadget and it does some cool things, and we're about to get some really cool updates. If you saw my other video, the Playground is coming out in a minute, which I don't know which order I'm releasing these in, but I need to probably do the Playground one first. So the Playground one that came out, if you've probably been using it for a while, and it's pretty cool, I hope. And a lot of other people just asking for features and things like that, which I think is perfectly fine, right? You've put some money into a device. It's not a massive amount of money. You want to see cool new things implemented, post it somewhere and talk about it. But try to keep it civil and try to be reasonable. I think that's the main thing I'm trying to get across. But outside of that, again, it's 3 months later for me. I'm trying to do these semi-regularly, at milestone sort of periods, but obviously there's a lot heating up with the R1 right now in terms of the teach mode alpha testers are going on. I did get asked to take part, but unfortunately, because I'm not in the US, I couldn't take part, so that didn't work for me. But I'm hoping that those guys have gotten some really cool things. I've seen a video, I think. I can't remember how long ago it was now, but Jesse posted a video showing somebody had used Teach Mode and Web something AI, a web page creation tool, and they could prompt the rabbit to get it to create a website, which was really, really cool. Things like that are just, so powerful and exactly what it is we're looking for. So, but I think, to be clear, I think the Playground is the other side of that. For a lot of people who weren't looking to create new things or make new actions, this is to use existing actions, and I think it's going to have a lot of functionality use for people as well. So I'm really excited about that. Or I have been excited about that in the past, and I'm really enjoying it right now. One or the other. So yeah, whatever floats your boat. But I still think, I guess my point of all this is it worth purchasing today? Yes. The R1, for its price, I think does a lot. And particularly if you're trying to give someone older a device that they can interact with an AI, a child, to use an AI without all the trappings of a smartphone. And for people who enjoy tech like myself, it's a great gadget. So I think get on it still at this point. Get one, join in the Discord, and join in the forums at least. And yeah, let's just see how deep this rabbit hole goes.